Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. I have been expecting you. Today will be a much shorter video than the usual lore dives we take into the sea of manuscripts, texts, holochromes that we unveil here on the channel. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoy it. Today we will be covering the Tales of the Jedi TV show, compiled of 6 shorts that releases on October 26th. To our current knowledge, a trailer was released just today, which I have posted on my channel, and I highly recommend you check it out. This trailer of the Tales of the Jedi covers 2 aspects, with one covering Ahsoka's training under Anakin, displaying his brutality against the young Padawan Ahsoka, and the other one, and the far more interesting one in my opinion, showing Dooku and Qui-Gon Jinn's training, and showing how Dooku descended into the dark side, despite being the noble Jedi Master that many know him to be. But what skill is Dooku most proficient with, and how is he set apart from the remainder of all the beings in the galaxy in terms of this skill? How did he was able to be a master swordsman and a Jedi Master when he was a Padawan in a sword-faring duel? Today we will delve in to the skill that Darth Tyrannus, Count Dooku, demonstrated with his curved hilted blade. A man of formidable power that was exemplified tremendously by a Sith name he adopted under his tutelage of Darth Sidious of Darth Tyrannus. Dooku was a highly proficient skillful lightsaber duelist, even nearing into his old age. During his time as a Jedi, he was known as one of the Order's finest swordsmen, something I hope we get to see during the events of the Tales of the Jedi TV show. We also, in the trailer, got to see Dooku fighting briefly with Yaddle, the only other member of Yoda's species that was a Jedi, if we do not include Grogu's time as a Padawan. At the time of Revenge of the Sith, it was stated that Yoda was his only superior in the art of blade work, and Mace Windu was his only equal. On Geonosis, Dooku was able to effortlessly defeat both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, one immediately after the other, despite one being augmented by the love and hate he felt after losing Padme in the sands of Geonosis, and they go on to fight Grandmaster Yoda himself. This greatly shocked Sidious, as Sidious, his master, believed that he would have been able to defeat him and Yoda. However, he was less sure about the Grand Master, but now he possessed no doubts that if Dooku engaged him in swordplay, there was a very likely chance he could get lucky and put him on end. Dooku was able to contend with Yoda in the arena, but elected to retreat when he was unable to defeat the former Grand Master. He would often prove to be his equal and even superior to Skywalker and Kenobi, even as their skill was augmented during the events and conflicts of the Clone Wars, dueling Skywalker on several occasions, only toying with him per instructions by Palpatine, proving to be superior until Skywalker, drawing upon the dark side, after the Count goaded him into its seductive influence, he was able to defeat the Count and overcome him. Among the most skilled swordsmen the galaxy had ever seen, Dooku was a practitioner of the second form of lightsaber combat, Makashi. Makashi was created around the time of the Second Great Schism, when the Dark Jedi rebelled against the Jedi Order, meant for dueling centric combat. Makashi was designated especially for lightsaber-to-lightsaber duels. As such, it was considered obsolete in a time when most Jedi were more likely to face blaster-wielding opponents such as rogue clones, troopers, and bounty hunters. The style's rarity gave Dooku an unorthodox advantage when engaging in lightsaber confrontations with his fellow Jedi and peers, as a few of his enemies were trained to defend themselves against it. Makashi relied on most precision. Dooku mastered Makashi to such a degree he was considered the finest practitioner of the form ever, something we here on the channel firmly agree. Makashi relied on most precision, swiftness, and the economy of movement that this form incorporated, and Dooku's curved-hilt lightsaber was designed especially for the purpose of harnessing Makashi. He was also capable of effectively making up for his weaknesses with deflecting blaster bolts and fending against multiple opponents at once, as shown when he was able
to duel both Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Pike Syndicate capital world of Obadiah, during which he was able to defeat them by using their powers in the Force against them. Dooku was highly skilled in lightsaber combat, more skilled than Sidious, and possibly some would even say better than Mace Windu and Yoda. We believe while he is better than Mace Windu, we do not believe that he is as powerful and proficient in the art of blade work as the Grand Master. Well, Acolytes, tell us what you are most excited to see in the Tales of the Jedi TV show. I am certainly excited to see Count Dooku's story and slow descent into the dark side of the Force, and if he was able to duel Mace Windu, as the trailer highly suggested that the two will engage in a lightsaber confrontation, finally ending the decade-long debate over who is the more graceful and better swordsman. Goodbye, Acolytes, and I'll see you in the next Tale of the Jedi.